everybody. Welcome to AJ's Tabletime. And on this episode, we have Dystopian Wars and our ever-continuing search for badass tabletop naval fleet games. This is the latest one. This one actually came out this year in 2022. I am very, very excited about it. We have painted fleets sent to us by War Cradle Studios themselves, and we're going to check out this game together. It comes in a two-player set. And you get two fleets. You get the Commonwealth and you get the Enlightened. And you get this little mini campaign that kind of slowly guides you into the game. Hunt for the Prometheus. And there's the Prometheus right there. And it just comes with a ton of ships that you can't see. We have them all off screen here. But so, Joe and Alex are the Commonwealth. Okay, and they are the Russian double agents, and they have stolen this ship right here from me and Ray, the scientists, the big brain geniuses, and we're like, how dare you steal our ship? And so we've shown up here in order to try to stop this ship from being stolen.
Not your ship, our ship.
No, it's my ship.
I don't steal your meme. I share our meme.
Our unit value is equal to M, which is 3. So you got to go forward 3 at the very least. Forward 3. Where is that? I'll show you now. Right there. Prometheus, M equals 3. Pull a sick drift, Joe. That's your mass attribute.
Oh, mass? Okay.
Yeah.
I got that.
Oh, okay. Put the ass in mass.
All right. Now, what is your speed attribute?
5.
Plus 4.
Splash that bitch.
And we're going to hit him with the particle beam. God dang it. No criticals. 2, 4.
7.
6, 7. 7. Now, this one is just straight up damage, right? It's not like ordnance or anything slamming into you, so you've got no point defense. So 7, I've equaled your armor, so that is 1 hit. We did 1 point of damage. All right. So in order to do a critical damage, which would be, one of these kind of results, I would need to hit 14. So I only did 7. So I'll have that. All right.
Still play this?
Do it.
What is it?
We're playing it.
Valor.
So Joe just played the Valor part of one of his cards. It says, reveal this card and discard it at any time to gain the following. Remove a single point of damage from a battle-ready model. So his fire crews go and fix the ship.
Magic word.
Market his territory.
Okay, cool. Now Joe is down to 3 Victory and Valor cards, while me and Ray still have our 4 Victory and Valor cards. If you see this center template, you can just put it over the middle of the model, and you can have these little fire arcs. So you can broadside me, and then you will also be able to do your front arc as well. So that's a lot of weapon systems that's about to slam into. The particle beamer is 7 at point blank. So get 7 dice ready, Joe. And then for every additional supporting particle beamer, it's 5 dice. So that's 17 dice worth of particle beams that are about to slam into my squad. Here comes Joe. That's a lot of dice. Goodbye, Joe. Hey, there's a lot of blues.
And some crits.
Wait, what are the crits?
You just put them off to the side.
1, 2.
Pull all your red, yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Hey, that's a pretty bad roll,
7,
Ray.
8.
I'm down with it.
Hey,
8,
look at that.
Crits.
Okay, so it's only 8 plus 2 crits. Well, let's see what each crit does in this game.
I would say we roll Valor. Reroll any dice in your action dice pool.
You say you use the cards? All right, fuck it.
It's
use the cards. Joe, reroll all your misses, and we'll see the difference. Hold on. We'll just take a mental note of how much damage Joe did.
8 and 2 crits.
8 and 2 crits.
8 and 2 crits.
Let's see what else he can do if he uses a card. You vote cards? Here we go.
Yes.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, and 3
Sickos.
crits. Okay, well, that's a little better. It wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be. 11 and 3 crits plus 18, 19, 20, 21 hits.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Chaos.
And these aren't torpedoes. They're literally beams, that are slamming into us. So obviously, this is a technologically advanced ship that we were not prepared to try to stop. So 21 hits against my ship. My armor is 5.
Ooh.
So
That's good.
you did 4 fucking damage, right? And my hull value is 4.
Oh.
My citadel value is 11. So you critted my citadel only once. If I would have been able to withstand everything, but because you equaled my hull value of 4,
It's about sending a message, OJ.
God. So that was all of the ship's particle beams added up together into one attack. I don't think you have. Oh, you do.
I have
you do heavy
Athric.
aetheric broadside on both your port and your starboard. So yeah, that can do that, and that can do that. Oh my
I'll
God!
fire that
This is
too.
even
20.
God damn. You did 21 damage with all those. So, yeah, my unit is completely
Hey,
That
Ray.
teach you to mess with us. Get out of here, beauty ships.
Hey, Ray, you want to come attack us? You little tugboat? You little dinghies?
Get out of here while you still can.
I got your dinghy right here. Let me
Joe
tell you
says,
something, you
bring
little
your
bitch.
ass to me. Bring your ass to
My
me.
country, 'tis of thee, your ass belongs to me.
Okay, Ray, now that you've completed your movement, now we do shooting.
Fire everything!
Okay.
I hope you're out of range.
You have micro torpedoes.
That's cute.
Hey. I've been drinking milk.
Your micro torpedoes at point blank range. No. What range? What range? That's closing. So it goes point blank, closing, long. So closing range micro torpedoes are 5 dice with 3 supporting.
That's a lot. That's
So you got 5 dice on this
14.
guy, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Alex says that's 14. He does the quick math. 14 dice. Let's start getting you some dice over here. How much is that?
This is 10?
That's now 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. Whoa,
All right,
don't
Ray.
veer off.
Can you get some revenge from me?
All crits. All
Can
crits.
Time, can you
No
look that up
whammies.
for us? Oh, no, Ray!
I do
Ray,
what I do
oh,
best.
but
baby.
okay.
That's not bad,
But
actually.
if you look at the crits, they saved your ass.
Well, I don't know which one the crits
Let me see if we have any
The anchor.
reroll
are.
cards.
The explosions?
Rerolls are all in Valor.
No, I don't have. Unfortunately, Ray, I did not
Let's
pull.
keep going.
Are those
11.
blanks?
11. You got one more.
Motherfucking did blanks.
Hey, I ain't shooting no
11.
blanks.
You shoot blanks. 11. So it could have been better, but that is worth 1 point of damage if there is no point defense. I'll check that.
I'm not small. He's just real far away.
The ship has the pulse emitter, and in closing range, it's 3, and then 2 in support. 3 plus 2 each are going to be 9.
Yeah. Maybe roll better than we've done before.
9 dice, pulse emitters. Fire! All right, hell yeah. That's what we talking about.
13.
Damn, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 with one roll, one exploding hit. Go ahead and roll that exploding hit.
Yeah, baby.
Blink.
Their armor is 7, right? So we want to try to at least get one more hit here. Yeah! 13, 14, 15 damage. That's going to be enough for 2.
A twofer.
Double your pleasure.
Now,
Double your fun.
13, was that enough to hit your citadel, Joe?
12.
It's 15.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
Ray.
we punched through.
We punched through. Got
Get this
revenge
like
for
paper
AngryJoe.
mache.
Fuck yeah, Ray. All right, so now we get to check out what the critical system and how to do that is. So, I believe when you get a critical hit, in addition to suffering the damage as outlined, when a model of mass of 2 or larger, that's what that is, receives an attack with hits equal to or greater than its citadel, it is considered to suffer a critical hit. The attacker must roll a critical damage die and apply the result. So you, Ray, get to apply this result.
I
I
hope you
want this
sink, OJ.
spitting blood. Oh, I want Quattro Cinco
Yeah.
going down.
Is that
Flavor
Ray's
drop.
face right there?
Yeah.
Oh, good
Hit the
God.
Ray.
Stop it.
All right, what is that?
Downvote. You downvoted him.
Oh, please tell me
You
that
ratio
that
that
Davy
fucks
Jones
his
is locker.
movement. If we can fuck his movement.
Stop there in the water.
No, no, navigation is like a little
Oh, spinning circles.
spinning wheel. Darn it. So that one is a Sturginium flare. So I think it's like a reactor kind of thing. Let's look it up.
Nuka.
I was hoping for a
Extra crispy.
navigation lock where it'll fuck up or generator shut down or something to slow him down. This model and all other models within 5 inches have any fighters in base contact with them removed. This model suffers a point of damage and is pushed 3 inches directly forwards. The model receives a Sterinium Flare critical damage marker. So basically, any other fighters flying or you know, next to him would.
I'm glad we're clear.
So, and then he actually, unfortunately, gets pushed forward a little bit.
Now you're point blank, bitch.
And he takes 1 extra damage. Are you ready?
He also takes, yes, 1 extra damage and receives the status, so we know what status they have to repair. It is that symbol right there. I am really liking the system. The system is real clean, and maybe okay. Let's keep going. If only one of my guys would have survived. To be fair, Joe rolled really, really well and got 2 Valor cards to help him. And you're not normally supposed to have the Valor cards in this little tutorial, but we're just doing it for now.
Yeah, just to show.
Just to show it off. Okay, so that would be the end of the turn, right? Because you fired everything. Joe already fired. My guys are dead. So now we go on to the end phase. So that would be us first, but we don't have any. So then y'all next. Players may attempt to repair their critical damage or disorder conditions that their model suffered. To perform a repair, for every... let's see. For each model that has a critical damage marker or a level of disorder, roll a number of action dice equal to its mass. So the M value of the
3.
Prometheus is 3. Roll 3 dice, Joe.
That's a big tank.
And let's see what symbol we're looking for. For each heavy counter rolled, that's what you're looking for. Yeah, you rolled a heavy counter. That's what they call the 2 shield result versus a normal counter, which is 1 shield result. So you can repair 2 disorders.
What?
So if you were disordered and you could take that and that off. So your people are running around the ship repairing stuff, and they managed to repair that. So go ahead and clear that. So that was the repair. And now we check for victory. Victory conditions of this scenario is they need to be off the table. They have not yet achieved that. So now we go to a new round. Now, this is the first time we've hit a new round. So because I'm dead, I'm going to let Ray pick the card here. Ray, if you will turn over the card, and Joe, if you will turn over your card and put it over here. So Ray drew a 22 for his initiative. What did you draw?
59.
Holy shit.
Oh, goddamn.
So, Joe, now, this is a cool system. Now, Joe, you have the initiative, which means you can go first. You can get off the table quicker. Or you can say, I would like to hold my initiative, or it's like some cool thematic thing, which you let us go first to draw an additional victory and valor card that may help.
So
Do you want to
first.
draw a card, or do you want to go first?
We're going first.
Okay. So let's go ahead and clear those cards.
Mr. Puddles.
Unfortunately, Ray, he is in point blank of this ship right here. So that's 7 dice
we
plus
are legion.
5 dice.
We are legion, for we are
12
many.
dice.
So he'll hit one. The other 3 will sink his ass.
Yeah, hopefully.
If not, I'm ramming the fuck out of him.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. That's not good.
Hey, that's on one ship. I'm cool.
And in this game,
2,
there's
4,
carryover
6.
damage if it's a squadron. So while one blows
God
up,
damn it.
here comes the
Well,
rest
to say
of the
because, but here's the thing, because I knew if he was 10 inches away, I'm 10 inches, which means I can ram him. I drift one, then blitz his ass for 9.
That's 12.
Oh, my God. Plus the most crits I've ever seen so far.
Loaded dice.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Plus another rape exploding.
17.
Oh,
18.
still it's lasers, beams. These are beams. How many?
18.
18 total. And against these little ships, remember, Joe, you're consistently rolling about 20 damage. You did 21 to this guy, you did 20 to this guy, and you just did 18 to this guy, but with fewer dice.
This lucky sumbitch.
So if we look at the Marion frigate, its armor value is surprisingly higher than I thought. It's an armor of 5, citadel of 10, and hull of 3. So it's got basically 15 hull, right? Well,
Joe is right there.
completely
15
destroyed
holes all over.
this one.
And a bitch ain't one.
And so that was 15. How many did you do?
18.
18. So 3 more to this one, but its armor is 5. So ping. You weren't able to penetrate there. You just scratched that one.
Time to return the favor.
I'm not done.
Oh, you're done.
So that was just his particles. And now Joe has the broadside. So here comes the broadside, Ray. Joe, you're no longer in point blank range.
So
That
close,
first
so
ship.
that's 5.
So it's 5. Yeah, and no support. So 5 dice.
Three,
Wah, wah.
That's it.
4, 5.
Uh-oh. He just equaled your armor. Uh-oh.
6, 7.
7.
7.
That's pretty sweet. I love this. All right. Well, so 7. So 5 was enough to hit this one. And its whole value is a surprising 3. So it's still, you've got 2 lives left on that.
Get the water out of the boat. Bail, bail, bail.
Okay.
And
All right.
I ran the shit
Ray,
out of him.
Ray, since I'm dead, I'm playing the cards. I'm going to play a Valor card now. Reveal this card and discard it at any time to gain the following. Remove a single point of damage from a battle-ready model. So this damage here is gone.
Jedi.
What? Wait a minute. We're not the big ship, Ray. We're that little
Oh, no.
animal. He keeps.
Oh, no, we're going to hit the exhaust port. It's only
Joe,
a meter wide.
give us your best Jabba.
Who's gonna die?
Who's gonna die?
Is the people going to ram you?
You're doing. Who's gonna die?
Who's?
Annie, are you okay?
Oh. Do a laugh.
Oh, wait. Oh, God. I was.
Oh.
What are you gonna do?
Is Jabba Santa Claus over
I thought
there?
you're getting constipated. He said do a laugh.
Knees are gonna die.
Need more fiber.
All right, Ray, your turn. So, remember, the drift of your frigates is only 1, so you got to drift everybody 1 inch forward.
Oh, everybody into the pool, bitches.
Fire torpedoes.
Fire the torpedoes! Are you shitting me?
6, 7?
2,
That's
4,
not
6,
bad.
7.
Well, I just like the open-end damage. You gonna feel me, bitch.
All right, so reroll 3 crits. That's 7 so far.
Yes.
See, my favorite thing is just I love the little torpedo markers from Battlefleet Gossip.
Oh,
8, 9,
10, and let's keep going.
Wait, you rolled so you rolled that and the crit?
Yeah, and
10,
another crit.
11, 12,
12
plus the crit.
plus the crit.
Plus the crit. So it's 12.
Oh, we done punching through, sir.
Yeah,
12.
12.
All right, roll your defenses for your torpedoes.
Which is...
What's the SVT for OJ's ship?
SVT is he's crippled. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 dice, Joe. 5
Well,
dice.
if he's not crippled, if he has 1 less damage on him?
He's crippled right now.
Yeah, I know.
You want to know the total value? 8 if he's not crippled.
And if he loses 1 less hit marker, it goes to 8?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So, Joe, your whole value is actually 6, not 5. I don't know where you got
okay.
the 5 value.
But
from.
you get crippled at what point when you have...
Half.
Oh, so if we use this and remove 1 damage before he rolls, he would get more...
It would still be crippled because you'd have 3. So
But
right now you have 4 damage of your 6. If
of
you
the,
use that...
Did you say 8?
No, its whole value is 5. Or 6.
Oh, it's 6. Okay.
So you're crippled at when you have 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you start with 8 SDV. You go down to 5 submerged defense value if you're crippled. So you're crippled no matter what, if you use that or not. And but just use it, right? Because you don't want damage. You're about to take a bunch of damage.
It doesn't do anything now because you can
Just fuck it. Okay, you're using it.
I think
Joe,
he's about to be
roll.
sunny
Did you already roll?
listed.
How much defense did you roll?
4.
And Ray, how much damage did you do?
13.
13.
So he still takes 1.
So 9 points worth of damage, and the armor value when you're crippled is still the same, 7. So you took 1 point of damage, so I'll give this back. And so that's 4 total damage. Joe, you have 2 health left. Ray, those were just your torpedoes. So now finish them off.
Oh, because that was different because my whole 5 here.
Yeah, they changed. They
Okay.
updated the point values. Ray, your pulse broadside, or your pulse emitter, sorry. That is only 3 dice plus 2 for each supporting, 7 dice because you're not point blank.
Give us a turn. You're lucky he's an inch away. I was going to ram the shit out of him. You get ready for some sad bubble noises. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6. Right?
7.
7.
6 and 2 crits.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so 6, and reroll those. Nice. 6 plus. Oh my God! 6 plus 8, 10. So 10 plus reroll those. 13 plus reroll 1.
If you run one more damage, you can kill him. One more damage, you kill
Love
him.
the beams. Love the
Miss.
beams.
Oh, you son of a...
Get out of
You
here!
could have killed him. One
Ray.
more. You could. Do you not have a reroll over there? None of your cards say you reroll.
No, we didn't pull any
That's too
rerolls,
cocky,
Ray.
Breathe, kid. Don't get penis.
All right, so that's 1 additional damage. Joe has 1 life left. And,
But I still get to close in, yeah?
no, so you've already
Or
gone.
because
that was
we
your total
fired.
activation. You did your moving and you did your firing.
No, I did the drift. I didn't get a chance to move
All
after
right,
that.
so it's initiative time. Joe, if you'll draw a card. Ray, if you'll draw a card.
God damn it.
Ray, you drew 30. Joe, would
45.
35.
45.
45. Okay, Joe, would you like to
Yes.
hold the initiative
Go
to
first.
draw a card, or would you like to go first?
Go first.
Okay.
Do
So
or die.
obviously, in order to win the game, you're going to drift forward
gonna do
the
the end
meat
phase, though.
3. What?
We got to do the end phase.
No one's
Nobody's crippled right now, so the end phase
Oh, I
is
thought you
check
could
victory
repair and
condition.
stuff.
You repair these
Repairing
conditions.
critical damage. You wouldn't be able to repair all the damage on your ship.
Well, okay.
1,
You're still
2,
burning.
3, and then
3.
the movement of a crippled ship.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Joe's still on the board, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love this template. This template is really nice. So, micro torpedoes at point blank range is not very good because they don't have time to arm. 5 dice plus 2, 7 dice, which Joe will get some defense against.
Not if they're all crits.
Joe, your defense against this is 5, so you roll 5 dice. Ray did 2, 4, 6 hits, which is not even enough to...
No, it's eight hits.
8 hits.
Oh, 8 hits.
That's lethal if Joe doesn't roll well.
Yeah, actually, Ray. Yeah, it's lethal if if Joe doesn't get at least 2 defense.
3, 4.
All right. The depth charges destroyed the torpedoes before they were able to hit the ship. So boom, boom. All right, Ray. Now your particle emitter
You shoot yourself.
at point blank range. This is why you drove so close. Because your particle or your pulse emitter is 8 dice in point blank range with 6 supporting.
Oh, yeah.
So
Snap into that ass.
that's 14 dice.
You would have to really fuck up to not instantly murder him, Ray. No pressure.
What's my
No
name?
pressure.
Under
No.
pressure.
Can we get some googly eyes in chat? Because this shit should tickle. Oh,
Oh, I was
good
about
night.
to say
Yeah.
I looked at and saw a sea of blue,
so
and I was
2,
like, what
4,
the?
6, 8, 10, 12. So there's 12 plus 4 dice worth of rerolls, and that will be it.
No.
We drew.
And it is a draw because this is a learning tutorial campaign. They never really. And you get a tiny. explosion. That's all I have left. Pew, pew, pew. All right. That was fun as fuck, man. And this is our learning one, and I already had more fun in our learning one than a lot of other systems, man. This is I'm really liking it. So knowing all this, like now that we have knowledge with our fleets, I wouldn't have chosen to go with this first, right? Because it's not doing 29. You have to we're haymakering each other. So we would have did these guys in close in point blank, hit Joe with 29 dice, and then Joe would have been like that.
Once you take out the capital ship, everyone else should be kind of blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blast him.
Critical damage roll. It already has a critical damage, so that's just a catastrophic explosion. So that's 3 catastrophic explosions, which is 6 whole hits, right? Because each catastrophic is 2 hits. So
He only had 1 life left.
He only had 1 life left. It's way overkill. Okay.
So that makes sense because
it does make sense.
There's so many more hits than there are defenses that
You're
it
right.
doesn't matter if the dice count.
The high dice count kind of tricked us because all you really need to do is get to get havoc. The target receives a point of damage and a disorder. Disorder's very good. If you can get to 4 to 5, then you start to do the critical with critical damage roll. Yeah. Okay.
Don Coronage.
It's worthwhile especially against crippled shits to try to gain that
damage, yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
All right, now respond and blow me away, and I think that'll end the game. He's about to.
Hey, at least you took one with
broadside
you.
me.
Yeah. Can you give me the weapon?
At least I took one with me. Which actually, I'm in a better range band for me, because remember, his most effective one is at closing.
Is that
range.
closing, not
Yeah,
point
yeah.
blank?
Point blank may be weak.
It's good for my broadside, but it's
Okay.
bad for my heavy
okay.
gun.
So it's
I
not a
was
shutout.
just checking that just to see that. Oh fuck, I won. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I don't know if there's a table rule or.
A tabled rule, yeah, there should be. If there isn't, there should be. Okay, and that is the end of the scenario. That is another Joe Alex victory. So that is 2 Joe Alex victories
Huzzah!
at and 1 tie to me and Ray. 0 victories and 1 tie. 2 losses
It's a
and 1
moral
tie.
victory.
Hey, we got a tie. We didn't lose 3 times, Ray. We did not lose 3 times.
It was not a shutout.
Final impressions.
This is a buy for me. I liked it. The rules were kind of set up real nice. And no hanging rules or anything.
Now, granted, this is our first play, so we might have gotten some stuff wrong as we played. Maybe, and a lot of these extra abilities on the paper might change things a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that with the especially with your
There was like
bombers,
shield
you
generators
add
and things
10,
like that.
And I could do some stuff with my cryo generator thing.
Yeah, but at least we got the
gist of
it and the structure.
I enjoyed this. This was
Nice.
a pretty fun game. It was fast.
Yeah.
Which was we were able to play 2
Because
games
we're
of it.
trading haymakers.
Yeah. So
This
it's
thing
a
was
buy for me.
all right.
I like the miniatures as well.
Yeah, the miniatures are
Thing
cool.
was done
I mean, what's
turn 2.
crazy is if you are not familiar with our streams and you haven't watched a lot, there are a lot of games with really complicated rule sets where we take long periods of time and are reading rules. Movement in this game is simple. Firing is fairly simple. Defending is pretty simple. There's some weirdness when it comes to like really specialty things, but there's not a game on earth that like smooths those over without omitting them. So
And
I think
it
it's a
doesn't-
really simple rule set, and it's really easy to jump into a game. I do think it's a little overtuned, where it's just like maybe you do a little
Tons
bit
and
too much
tons of-
damage,
yeah.
but I would rather it be that way than
Yeah.
on the other side, because on the other side of the spectrum, you have a ship that you roll everything, and if you don't roll fucking perfect, you deal no damage, and it feels terrible. This, you're always going to deal some damage, so I'd rather it be a little overtuned like I think it is versus undertuned. So I think that, I don't think it's super expensive, right?
No,
That's what I was going to
no,
ask.
this
the
is
price
one of the.
point on this.
So as far as price point, like this is like half Games Workshop. It is an amazing price
Yeah.
point. You get 2 full fleets that are massive in a single box for like 120, something like that. It's
Yeah.
ridiculously excellent versus industry standard.
Yeah, so I think that this is probably a buy. I think if you like miniatures games, you like simple rule sets, and you want to get people who are not hardcore into miniatures to play with you, I think that this is the kind of one that you should go with.
Yeah, amen. What about you, Ray?
for me,
Ray is not a miniatures gamer, so this is what I want to
right.
hear.
But I say for me, it's a weak buy, but it's still in a buy.
Okay.
Again, after play testing a couple of times, A, they went quick. B, like you guys said, it's simple enough rules to learn, and the things that you have to look up doesn't bog down the gameplay enough anyway. The only downside with this, but then again, it's been like in other games that we played of this type. If you win initiative, you're probably gonna win.
Yeah,
but again, that's
initiative
if
is
you just want to
pretty-
go full
pretty important.
slugfest. But again, we prefer that, having
Yeah.
done this type of game so many times, where other people may want to go ahead and maneuver, try some actual strategy for that. But that's never been our style, especially when we're doing it for the crowd. But the miniatures are awesome. The rules are nice, and the way you actually do crits in this. And I want to see, like you said, loading up different types of units on the carrier, because now that you know what Orcas can do compared to fighters, you're going to know better next time. Now that you're coming in with points, and I like the fact that there are so many different scenarios, and you get all this, like you said, and the price point coming in for 120
Yeah.
for all this included. The only thing I would want.
Oh, Matt. Yeah. So
yeah,
what's-
this is a
That's-
different
that's-
company's map.
Right.
This is not their map.
That's the only thing that was lacking. But we still have enough terrain, and you have
It
so many
comes with-
other generic
It comes
maps
with a
and
mat.
everything.
It's just
The
the paper
paper mat.
one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So again, the scenery makes it nice, but it wasn't from them.
Yeah.
That's the only takeaway that I have from this. But still a buy.
if your guys had gone first, it would have been a wildly different game, because
It's 150. I found it for 150, so it's not to 120. But that's the amount of miniatures. You're not actually seeing the amount of miniatures here. This is like you don't need to buy any additional miniatures.
Yeah, if everything
It
comes
is
with this,
literally
you're pretty
all
set
of
to
the
go.
miniatures in the game. It's insane the amount of miniatures. Okay. Anyways, sorry. It's like buying 2 full Warhammer armies for like 150.
And the core rules are free online.
Right, core rules are free online, expandable.
You don't have to worry about a
Dude, the
codex.
Germans are crazy. They got fucking huge flying blimps and shit.
And
the
I like the
Japanese
fire
are,
and smoke.
are the
That tickles me.
mechanical krakens and stuff. It's really, really cool. The universe is very cool. This, to me, is an above-average game. It's definitely a buy. If I was rating it out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it a 4-star, maybe even 5. I'd have to play it more. The only issue I have is that they're like trading haymakers is so fun, but I'm thinking the amount of dice I'm rolling when I'm hearing 29, I'm like, okay, I'm dead. If you roll those dice, unless there's a wacky thing, I would just reduce the amount of dice. I hate over here. What was it, Armada or something, that we're rolling like 1 or 2 dice, and then we're seeing like what the result is. That doesn't feel like a broadside or attacks. So one Armada, which is what this mat is way over here. Then this game is way over here. I would tune it just a slight bit, still more in Dystopian Wars' favor. Maybe the highest amount of dice we'd ever roll is like 20, and that's if you can optimize everything that you're looking for, something like that. And then if you tune all the whole values and everything down so that it's there, then maybe that would be fine. But I don't know. Some people love just rolling fucking handfuls of dice and seeing what happens, and I did. Dude, the fucking critical damage system is so easy. I think it's a genius that you roll the dice and then you put the dice on the fucking ship
to show you the effect.
To show you
It's
what
just
the
like
effect is. It's freaking great. It's like Battle Fleet Gothic special orders, which that's the one thing that this game lacks, is like the ship's doing crazy things on its own. However, that's taken care of kind of by these card systems. Yep. We would have to see how much variation is in the card, which, by the way, I kind of like the card system. I thought it would be super thematic because the decks are so large. I think that maybe that's a little overdone on the decks. Maybe if we cut the decks down to 20 cards, 10 cards, 12 cards, and you're only drawing like, say, 2 or 3 for the battle, you can make them even more impactful and even more different and asymmetrical depending on your factions. We could improve that. And then the tokens. I love Battlefleet's Gothic's like fighter phase, where it's like you see all these tiny little craft coming in, and this is just you're stacking it on your own or you're stacking it on your enemies, and then you're resolving at the end. My personal preference is a little bit more depth than that. But for the speed that this simulates, I see what they're going for, and it works totally within the system. So this, to me, actually, I cannot believe, you know how many of these games we play, and we barely get one game in. We just got 3 fucking games in of this. That's insane.
The fact we got 3 quick games in,
and we
all
learned
rated it a buy.
Right, and we already fucking learned it.
And pretty much devoured the rules inside the second game.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's pretty rare.
This, I think, is going to be possibly my favorite naval game system. It really went from coming out of nowhere to at the top of my list. So I'm definitely going to like look in and create a top 10 list, and this is definitely on it. So anyways, very surprised by Dystopian Wars, and I want to thank y'all guys for coming out. And plus, they look cool as fuck. Of course, I went the extra mile and bought all these like, explosion markers, which you don't normally get. Instead, you get these markers here, which are little cardboard markers, but it's fine. And I got them painted, obviously. But anyways, fantastic game, and I want to thank y'all for hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the next AngryJoe show. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for coming out.